Ashley here from a doctor's school, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of the mother sauces, which is bechamel, which can be used for a lot of things. So we can use it for Mornay sauce, but today I'm going to use it to incorporate some vegetables that we've got left over in the fridge that you may not tend to use. We've got some swede here, we've got some carrot, I've got onion, I've got celery, and I've got big old cauliflower. Alright, okay. We're going to come to that in a minute. First of all, I've got some butter that I'm going to put into the pan. I've got 40 grams of butter there. I'm just going to put that onto the heat. So I'm just going to melt that slowly, not too fierce heat. Okay, and I've got some equal amounts of flour. Alright, okay, so we're just going to let that melt in the pan. Alright, okay, and then I've got 40 grams of butter, I've got 40 grams of flour in there, and I've got 400 millilitres of milk, which is going into the other pan. Okay, turn this one on as well. I'm just going to put a cheeky bay leaf in there, or a couple of bay leaves in there, just to give it a little bit of flavour. Alright, okay, that's starting to melt. Okay, so we can come over to our vegetables now. Alright, we're just going to let that melt, just turn that down slightly. Okay, we're just going to bring this to a simmer. We don't want to boil it because we're changing the recipe. Okay, because that will start to evaporate. Okay, we're going to just turn that down slightly. We don't have to have the heat, the temperature too high. Alright, now that's nicely melted. I can put my flour in. And what we're making here is a roux, which is basically a thickening agent. Okay? Alright, so we've got our flour in there, and what we need to do, we need to make sure that we cook that flour out. Can you see that? Okay, can you see that? Okay, there's nothing worse than making a sauce and we haven't cooked the flour out, and you've got that horrible raw flour taste. Okay, so we've got all that off the sides. Alright, we don't want any colour. We don't want any colour because we want a nice, lovely white sauce. So there you can see it's come together. Alright, it's like a paste. Can you see that? Yeah? Like a paste. Okay, so now we can see that milk's come to a nice simmer. It's just warmed through. Okay. And now I can start adding it. Bit by bit. Okay, just going to incorporate into that roux. Fluffy. Okay, and again. We don't want to add it all at the same time, because what we want to try and do is prevent getting any lumps. Alright, so while keeping it on the heat, you can take it off every now and again if you need to. Okay, and that flour and butter is going to envelop that milk. Okay, and this is really quite basic sauce, and you can add all sorts of flavours to it. Okay, like I said, we're going to add some cheese to it. We're going to add some cheese to it. Can you see that starting to come together now? We're going to add some cheese to it, so it's going to make it into a Mornay sauce. Alright, okay. We're going to add our roasted vegetables, and we're going to add our cheese and some pasta. Okay. Notice I haven't put the bay leaves in there. Alright, okay. And I'm just going to use a whisk for the final piece. Okay, can you see that? Lovely, smooth, silky sauce. Alright, now we can put that to a side. Now we need to concentrate on our and our vegetables. And this is where we can incorporate a little bit of education with the kids. All right, okay. Make sure you're getting the kids involved, obviously, with regards to where carrots come from. Do they grow below the ground, above the ground? Same goes with swede. Some of them may have never seen a swede before. Okay, and then we come to your celery. Grows above the ground, obviously. Can we eat the leaves? You can ask them. They're lovely, the leaves in salads. Onions and your cauliflower. All right, okay, and we can go through the food groups here as well. Okay, obviously cauliflower's got protein in it as well. It's not just a vegetable. Right, and then we can use our cutting techniques. Okay, and depending on how young the children are, we can cut the vegetables so they can start cutting them up as well. So we can use the bridge and the claw, which is on the previous video with one of my colleagues, Idris. So we can use the claw, okay, and then we can start cutting into nice small pieces, and we can put it onto our roasting tray. All right, okay. So ask them speak to them about consistency, getting the size, all correct sizes, all the same size, making sure that we're holding the knife correctly. But that's on the other video. And just carry on. All right, okay. So once we've done the carrots, we can speak to them about the celery. Like I said earlier, we need to peel the celery, okay, because it's quite stringy. And once again, we can use the bridge if we need to cut it nice and smaller. We can use the claw to make it smaller again. The swede, obviously, we need to make it manageable for them. Right, so we can go around and peel it for them. We can make it manageable like we did with the carrots for them to cut up. So cut it up into small pieces and then they can start cutting it up using those two techniques that I said earlier. I've got some water boiling on here. I've got 250 grams of penne pasta, you can see there. And I'm going to put that into there. Okay, that's what we're going to incorporate our white sauce, our vegetables once they're roasted, and a little bit of cheese, okay, to make a nice pasta bake. Nice and easy pasta bake. Come to the onions. Okay, we're just going to take the outer layer off, obviously. Top and tail it. Okay, just cut the root off, and then you can cut those into quarters. My pasta is cooking nicely there, you can see. All right. Now we've got our cauliflower, so we're going to take the leaves off. Probably won't need all of this for this, but we can roast it all off because we can use it for other things. And then all we need to do is just take the florets off one by one, see? Lovely. And once again, get the children to just cut them into small florets like that. Okay, don't worry about cutting the stalks off, right? Okay, because they're lovely to eat. Okay, and we can put them in there as well. All right, so as we can see, it's still coming together. Got some lovely colour in there. We've got different textures in there as well. You can talk to the kids about that. Now I've got my garlic. Okay, I'm just going to put my garlic. I'm going to crush it slightly, but I've still got the skins on. Okay, and I'm going to put that, scatter that on there like that. I've got some thyme here that I've washed, obviously. Just going to put that over the top. And sprinkle all over the top. There's some salt, not too much salt. A bit of sea salt over the top, and a good twist of pepper. Okay, just going to mix that up slightly, and that's going to pop in the oven for 180 degrees for about 25-30 minutes. After 25-30 minutes on 180, we've got our vegetables here, and if you remember, I put some garlic in there with the skins on. So all we need to do now is just squeeze the garlic out. It's gone lovely, nice and sweet. Discard the skin. All right, okay, you can see like it's a little paste. It's all been roasted. It's gone nice and sweet. And then we can cut that up, and that can be incorporated into our vegetables. We'll turn this on now again. Okay, so I've got some bacon here. Okay, I'm just going to cut this into some lardons. Okay, just little thin strips. And I'm just going to quickly fry these off. Okay, I've got my pan on here, and then we can start putting everything together. Alright, you can hear that sizzling already. Don't need to add any oil because the bacon's got enough fat in there as well. Okay, all right. Remember, cross-contamination. We need to make sure that we're washing our hands. Now, while that's frying, now I can turn the heat up on my sauce. You can see the sauce has gone to a nice thick consistency there while we've been waiting, and I've drained my pasta. Alright, okay, so we're going to put all this together. What we're going to do as well, we're going to add some nice mature cheddar. Add vegetables into here. Into our mix goes our lovely sauce, and that we don't want to add any more milk or any more stock or anything like that to this mixture, because the water from the bacon and from the vegetables, all that lovely flavour is going to come from the vegetables and the bacon. Can we see that? Okay. Okay, and in goes our pasta. Alright, so we just want to keep stirring that. We've got our mixture. Okay, and now, okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of cheese. You can use any cheese really. You could use mature cheddar. You can use, you could put some feta in here. That would melt it, lovely. You could put a little bit of mascarpone if you've got some of that, and just give that another mix. And now we can just add it to our pots. So there we have an individual pasta, bacon, roasted vegetable bakes. Alright, okay. I'm just going to finish it off. I've got some more cheddar here. It's been grated, but I put a little bit of smoked paprika, little slug of olive oil, and we're going to pop them in the oven. Okay, after 15 minutes at 200 degrees, we end up with these lovely babies. Like I said, get the kids involved. It's one of those recipes that you can use loads of stuff that you've got in the fridge that you need to use up, and it doesn't take an awful lot of time to get it together. Thank you.